beings, peace and love. I'm back. I'm back. Happy Moon Day, happy Monday, happy Capricorn new moon. I was about to say full moon. Happy Capricorn new moon. Happy Kwanzaa, beautiful beings. Today is day 5, Nia Purpose. Um, so I want to get on here and share this message, y'all. Y'all see the title of this message? It is Journey to Success. Right? Y'all see it's dark outside, but I'm not letting that stop. No show. Dee, dee, dee. So if y'all see the flashlights and stuff like that go out, just give me a second and then I'm gonna turn it back on because I'm about to get y'all this message. Agreed? Collectively agreed. Thank you, beautiful beings. Okay. So peace and love. Hope all is well with y'all. So y'all see the title of this message, Journey to Success, right? I wanted to share 3 things that I feel like many people go through on the journey to success. 3 things that I believe, 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Spirit said, go ahead then. And is okay. Let me stop playing. um, and so journey to success, right? So many of us, when we're on our journey to success, when we're trying to remain successful, become and remain successful, we go through these 3 things, and I feel like it's not something that's talked about a lot. It's something that a lot of people say, like, oh yeah, I've been through this, or this happened, or yada woo the woo. Like, people kind of pinch at it a little bit. People kind of pinch a little bit here and there at it. But I want to kind of really talk about these things because so many people go through this and then we don't really talk about it, and because of our lack of conversing about these things, because two on the clock, because of our lack of conversing about these things, a lot of these cycles continuously happen over and over again. Peace and love. A lot of these cycles continuously happen over and over again because we're not having these conversations, because we're not talking about the journey to success, because we're not talking about what it means to be successful, because we're not talking about success is a journey, right? You're going to go on a journey and to become successful, to operate in success. I'll put it that way, because you're born successful, but you have to operate in that success. Um, Peace and love. Who is this? Mal? Malls? I hope I'm saying that right. Um, and so, but we have to operate in the energy of success in order for all the things that we were always righteously meant to receive to come and flow to us. If we're not in alignment with those things, it ain't gonna flow with us, right? And so a lot of us, I'm so happy for us, y'all, because let me tell you something. 2025 is it. Okay. 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 2025 is it, right? A lot of people are about to be laying foundations. A lot of people started laying foundations already, but baby, if you haven't already, 2025 is the year where you about to start reaping. And I'm not that person. I don't like to be like, oh, you about to get this. No. If you've done the work, you've healed, you've transmuted, you've transformed, you've done your work, you've risen, you've ascended, baby, you've evolved, baby. Peace and love, beautiful beings. Thank you. Okay, cool. Um, but peace and love. Thank y'all for being here. So if you've done the work and you know this message is for you, 411 on the clock when I said that, you know this message is for you, baby. This is it. 2025 and 2026 are going to be 2 years of your life that you're never going to forget. It's going to be like back to back to back to back. You know that feeling of like when something happens in your life and then you're like trying to catch your breath, or you're trying to catch up, or you're trying to figure it out, and then bam, something else happens, and then something else happens, 444 on the clock, something else happens, right? That's the energy of 2025, 2026. It's going to be like so many good things are going to be happening back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Like you're literally going to be trying to, like, hold on, let me catch my breath right quick. Let me catch my breath. And then it's going to be and this is not even a message, this is like a side message. It's going to be so good that you're literally going to have to catch your breath. You're going to be, hold on, I can't breathe, let me literally. But anyway, so y'all see the title of this message, Journey to Success, y'all. Journey to Success. So I want to share 3 things, y'all. 3 things that many of us go through on our journey to success, trying to discover success, align ourselves with the success, figure out what success is. And the first thing is love, right? Many of us go through a period where we feel like nobody loves us. Nobody cares about us, whether it's because of some type of abandonment wound, some type of codependency, 555 on the clock. That's changing, right? But because of some type of codependency, some type of abandonment wound, on our journey to success, anything that does not align with love literally has to go, right? And so what we often discover in this journey is the things that we accepted in our life that did not represent love. That we right. And so anyway, we all go through that feeling, that period of like feeling like at some point we were not loved, or that a certain person didn't love us, and we get into the realization of recognizing that we were accepting things in our life that didn't represent love. And so if you're holding space for something in your life that doesn't represent love, that doesn't represent truth, that doesn't represent what's good for you, then those things are taking up the space where success can be in your life. Those things that don't represent love are taking up space where love should be in your life. And when you're not operating in love, when you're not operating in alignment with true love, then whatever it is that you're operating in alignment with, those are the things that are going to attract, and you're going to continue to accept. And so the first thing is love. Like, what are you allowing in your life that's love, right? What are you allowing in your life that's not love, right? On your journey to success, you're going to have to recognize that, okay, those things were not love. Even though that was my mother, or, biological mother or biological father, that was the person that brought me into this world or made me get here. Maybe that was all that they were supposed to do, right? But sometimes we get so caught up in, that relationship or that title of the relationship that we get so caught up in the title of the relationship that we lose our true selves, trying to attach ourselves to something that is not serving our highest and best good. And so we wonder why am I not successful? God was telling me this, and Most High was telling me that, and I can feel it, right? Because one thing about success is you can feel what's real for you. You can feel what's good for you. You can feel what's right for you. You can feel what works for you. You can feel it in your heart, in your spirit, right? In your body, you feel it when it's good, when it's right, when it's genuine. I take that as a compliment. When it's good, when it's right, when it's genuine, you can feel what's right for you. You can feel what's good for you when it's for you, right? And so often, so we don't have these conversations about love, right? We just say, oh yeah, right? Oh yeah, that's the cycle. That's how it goes. 911 on the clock. Oh, that's how it goes. That's not how it should go. You know what I mean? Like, it's this continual cycle of like us having to constantly repeat the same cycle of life over and over and over again. And the Most High is like, it's time for us to break that cycle. And I'm here to talk about it. I'm here to have that conversation. The second thing is, and it's so beautiful, because of how, well, I hope I don't remind you of her for that reason. I like a good drama-filled TV show. Not in my real life, though. I like a drama-filled show or movie when I'm in the mood for it. But anyway, Um, and so the second one is like when we don't feel loved, right? It leads us to feel like we are a failure, right? We start to feel like we're not good enough. We start to feel like we're not worthy enough. We start to feel nothing we do can be enough. We start to feel like we're not worthy, right? And so this is the second thing that we potentially have to, overcome and face the reality of on our journey to success. Recognizing that you're not a failure. And I don't know who needs to hear this, baby, but you can't fail. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind and listen, you can never fail because you're not a failure. That's what they want us to think, we're failures. They want us to think that we can't win. They want us to think that we're not enough. They want us to think that we ain't good. They want us to think that we always got to go outside of ourselves to become something when we already have it right locked within us. But the more we feel like we're a failure, the less we align ourselves, 11:11 on the clock. The more we feel like a failure, the less and less we are aligned with our success. The less and the less we are aligned with love. The less and the less we're aligned with truth. 11:22 closure. That cycle is closing out. The less and the less and the less we are aligned with love, peace, truth, joy, faith, favor, the more we feel like a failure, baby. You can't lose. There's no such thing as you being a loser. There's no such thing as you being a failure. There's no such thing as you not being good enough. There's no such thing as you not being perfect. You are perfect just as you are because the Most High created you that way. You were created in perfection. In perfection. So how can you be anything less than that, right? And so we go on this journey of having to discover like, okay, I am loved. I do deserve to be loved. I want to be loved. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be loved. There's nothing wrong with loving being loved, right? Those people who made me feel like I wasn't good enough or that I wasn't loved or that I didn't deserve to be loved were people who didn't deserve access to my energy in the first place. Those are people who didn't deserve access to me, period. Maybe I'll cross their path to show them what true love was, but they didn't know how to appreciate it just yet. And it's going to take them some years or some months or some decades for some people to fully appreciate what that love is going to mean or be for their life, right? Because as I say, sometimes it takes you losing the best thing you've ever had before you appreciate it. But by that point, it's too late. It be too late sometimes. By the time it left, it's too late, right? And then the third one is giving away your personal power. 13:13 on the clock. Giving away your personal power. Giving away your personal power. We all have our own personal power. All of us who are connected to the Most High God, all of us who have the Spirit of God that dwells within us, we have our own God-given divine power within us. And the minute we give that power away, we are giving away everything that is rightfully ours. We are basically saying that we don't deserve love. We don't deserve happiness. We don't deserve joy. We don't deserve peace. That's what we're saying unconsciously to ourselves. Every time we give away our personal power, right? Manipulation can only work if you believe the lie that you're being told. If you believe the lie that you're being told, to believe, right? The etymology of the word believe means to love, right? So if you love a lie, or if you love to lie, then you're going to be an easy person to manipulate because you operate in lies and you get it how you live, literally. But when you are a person who operates in truth to the best of your ability, it's harder to manipulate you. And I'm going to say this is a separate message. You were a person, this is for somebody specific. You were a person who was very hard to manipulate your entire life. And at one point in your life, you felt like there was something wrong with you because people could manipulate you. But you have since realized, or maybe through the sounds of my voice, you are realizing that there is power in people not being able to manipulate you because you don't believe the lies. You don't believe the BS. You're not believing the chaos. You're not operating in fear and insecurities and the trauma. You're not operating in those things. You're operating in what's real, what's true, what's honest, and what's fair. And growing up, it may have been hard for you to have friends, or your family probably didn't like you. Your family probably didn't like, because it felt like, to them, it felt like you were attacking them, but all you were doing was standing up for what was real, for what was true, what was genuine, what was fair. And that was one way that you unconsciously weeded out all of the fake, phony, lying manipulators that were around you. Because any person who does not like when you are speaking the truth is a person who is believing a lie, and who is likely also manipulating other people into believing their lies as well, because they're trying to benefit in some type of way from those particular lies. On your journey to success, whether you are already successful or whether you are on your way to success, whether you just reached success, right, or whether you're trying to remain successful, 3 things that you must be aware of that you're going to encounter. Number 1, you're going to recognize that there's going to be a time in your life where you're going to feel unloved. You're going to feel, because either your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, whomever, something in you is going to feel like, well, maybe I don't deserve, or maybe I don't, but that's a lie. The second thing is, there's going to be people, places, and things that's going to try to convince you that you're a failure. Nothing about you is a failure. Nothing about you is phony. Nothing about you is a lie. Nothing about you is disingenuous. Nothing about you is fake, right? Not your real true self. Maybe your representative that you was bringing to the table at some point, but your real self, nothing about you is fake. Nothing about you is a failure. Nothing about you is a lie, right? And on your journey to success, you'll realize how you're literally going to be stripped and released and removed from all of those things that made you feel like a failure. And sometimes, unfortunately, the people who you were the most close with, or who you thought you were close with, ends up being those people. They end up being those people. You end up realizing the people you called sister, the people you called brother, the people you called mama, the people you called daddy, the people you called godmama, goddaddy, auntie, uncle, whoever, best friend of 85 years, whatever. On your journey to success, when you choose success, when you choose truth, when you choose reality, when you choose balance, when you choose fairness, when you choose alignment of all things that are good, righteous, and fair, you're going to quickly realize that those people who you was close to, whoever you had that was close to you, that wasn't right for you, are going to immediately be weeded out. Immediately. Whether or not you want to listen, that's a different story. And then the last one was giving away your personal power. We all have our own personal power. So if anyone ever tries to manipulate you, swindle you, or talk you into, convince you to give away your personal power to them, this is a person who has not tapped into their true personal power. This is a person who feels like they have some right to you in a way that they do not in fact have, right? And the only way the manipulation works is if you believe the lie. The only way the manipulation works is if you fall into their spell of lies that they're trying to cast over you. And so on your journey to success, continue to walk in love. Continue to recognize that you are perfect just as you are, and there is nothing about you that is a failure. And never, not ever, should you give away your personal power, because there is not ever a scenario in life as a successful person who operates in love and truth where you should have to give away your personal power. Because any person who you are operating with on a business level, platonic level, romantic level, etc., any of those people should be treated, and you should see those people as your equals. And if you're not operating with people who you see as your equals, then you need to reevaluate the relationships that you have with the people around you. Because if you don't see them as your equals, you don't see them, that means you don't see them as people you can learn from, you can grow from, and you can truly respect. Okay? And appreciate, value, honor, right? And give just due to those people. But that's the message, beautiful beings. I hope this hit you right where it needed you, right where it needed to. Remember to tell a friend to tag a friend, and tag a friend to tell a friend. On your journey to success, trust that you are who you are and that you are already successful. It's just a matter of aligning yourself with it. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Again, happy Kwanzaa, beautiful beings. Today is all about purpose. 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 This is I want it so bad to be